Yeah. No, I agree. And so you're in Brazil as we speak.
right?
And one thing I noticed is Brazil is heading sort of in the same direction that United States has been in regards to obesity.
True.
What do you think are some of the detrimental factors pushing societies in that direction?
Well, that's a very complex question. I don't think the United States is the only place, okay, that has a problem with obesity, like you just mentioned. The United States may have been the one that got that first.
First, yeah.
Okay? There are no countries around the world where the population is not getting heavier. You have no countries around the world where the population is not getting heavier.
Yeah.
Okay. Now in Brazil, over 50% of the population, of the adult population over 18, is overweight. 20% of the population is obese. Okay. And of every 5 kids, three out of 5 kids between the age of 4 and 7
Mm-hmm.
are overweight. So that's a serious thing. Is
Yeah.
it different in the US? No. And the same trend is happening all over the world. So this is a concerning factor. Okay, we gotta do something. Now something has happened, okay, from the 80s on to now that has made the, the, the weight of the population really change. Is there a factor regarding physical activity? Yes, for sure there is, but it's more than that. Okay, there is stuff that we're eating, stuff that we're consuming or drinking that is certainly not helping us. When I was a kid, okay, in school, a class of 40 kids, you would have one, maybe 2 kids here in Brazil, I'm talking, okay,
Mm-hmm.
that were a little bit on, overweight and a little bit, on the fat side. Nowadays, we're talking about over half of the kids in this school age
Yeah.
are overweight. So we have a real problem here. And I personally believe it starts with the pregnancy. Okay? Women that have poor eating habits, they will pass this to their kids. Okay? We have a bunch of studies showing that the impact that the lifestyle regarding eating that the mother had and the impact that that has on the kid.
Yeah.
So that's one fact. So some kids, I mean, they are born with very little chance of succeeding in this aspect
Right.
because from their mother's womb, they already had they were in disadvantage.
Right.
So and then it continues the lifestyle, eating stuff that you're not supposed to be eating, drinking stuff that you're not supposed to be uh,
Yeah.
drinking,
It's
sitting in
horrible.
front sitting in front of the TV all day long, playing video games or computer, YouTube and whatever.
Yeah.
So we're talking about some serious things here, and and that has a real impact on people's not only longevity but quality of life. So nowadays you have kids of 10, 11, 12 years old that have diabetes type 2. Now diabetes type 2 was something that at my when I was a kid, it was something that only old people would have. Okay.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you have young preteens, teens that are already plagued with diabetes type 2.
Yeah.
And diabetes type 2 is completely lifestyle related.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not a genetic thing. That's diabetes type 1. Okay. Diabetes type 2, it's lifestyle. So we're in big trouble.
I mean, man, this is a tough one because as a kid, you don't really have much of a say on the upbringing, on where you're born, your parents. And I guess, I mean, I've told you a story before where I was in Florida for the NASA launch, where basically they were sending a spaceship out into outer space, and it was a bunch of people coming up to one of their areas and to watch it. And I remember seeing many people there, but it was a sort of a buffet style table where there was all kinds of foods, mostly just sort of like what do you want to call it? Like summer type barbecue type food. So they had some burgers, some fries, that kind of stuff, and then they also had a few like fruits, and but had the cookies and all chips, all that kind of stuff. I physically remember this, where there was this family. They were pretty overweight. Everything on their plate was French fries, burger, chips, none of the quote unquote healthy stuff. And I remember seeing this little boy who was also pretty overweight sneak in between his parents and try to grab an apple. As he grabbed the apple, the dad turned around, grabbed the apple from his hand, and put it back in the thing. The kid then ran around the mother, tried to grab it again, and they once again took the apple from his hand and put it back on the table. And so, I mean, at this point, the ignorance is blatant, as opposed to, you can't even make up the idea that it's about the greater good. In many cases, it's a sad case of you were brought up the incorrect way.
True.
What do you say about that?
Group of genetics and the environment. So it's a mixture of the both. So yeah, if you are inheriting some things from your parents, being in your genes or being in the habits that you have at home, whatever it is, it's going to have an impact in your life. That's for sure.
All right, thanks for watching this clip from Appropriate Culture. If you want to watch the full episode, go ahead and check out us at appropriateculture.com. You can also check us out on social media platforms at Appropriate Culture. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.